Welcome to Gully TV. We in the building tonight with Goodman, the legendary youngsters out of Philadelphia, my nigga. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Give them your rundown.
My name Goodman, man. Cue ball from West Philly. Grew up in the music industry. My father is Lawrence Goodman. Pop Art Records, first hip hop label in Philly history. He discovered Will Smith, Cool C, Steady B, Three Times Dope, Salt and Pepper, The Bridge, MC Shan, Craig G, us, the youngsters. You know, and I'm me. I had a record deal with East West Atlantic, Sylvia Rome. And, after that, I started producing. And I did records for like Method Man, AZ, Missy Elliott. I worked on 50 first album, Power of the Dollar. Keith Murray. I can't even name everybody, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I started producing with Trackmasters, and that's how I started doing my own thing.
So, explain to me your background in production. I'm gonna skip around a little bit since we're talking about all the records you produced. Explain to me your background in production. How did you pick that up?
Actually, my dad taught me how to make beats. We had a studio in our basement or whatever. And, I used to watch them make beats all the time with their little beat machines and all that. So one day, I was trying to make a beat, you know what I'm saying? And he heard it. And I guess he heard the potential. And that's when he taught me how to make beats. So actually, I did beats on our second album, The Aftermath. I did tracks on every album except the first one, Something for the Youngsters.
You was doing production when y'all was still the youngsters. Your audio compromised. Your audio just a little bit. The way you holding your phone, I guess.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
All right.
Yeah. We were talking about your background in production. You said you was actually doing some production work on some of the early youngsters records.
Right. Yeah, I worked on the Aftermath album. Like if you look back, pull that album up on the internet or whatever, you'll see I did, like 2-3 tracks on that album. I actually produced on every album except the very first one.
Damn. See, people in the comments, they talking about the Method Man video, man. We spoke about that earlier. Why don't you give them a little insight on how that came together? You kind of starred in the video, man. You had that crazy butter leather on. I told you I'm trying to
shout out to Vita, you know what I mean? But yeah, we did that video in Queens. Hype Williams did the video. I didn't even know it was gonna be a single. Like the way that shit went down was crazy. Like I had gave some beats to Tone and Pope. They never told me Method Man was going to use the track. Pope called me up one day like, yo, I need you to come to my crib and dump some tracks just in case if somebody used them or whatever. So I went to his crib and that was one of the tracks I dumped. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, a couple weeks later or whatever, a month later, I found out Meth used it. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm just happy to be on the album. That was the first like real record I produced, you know what I'm saying, as a like real producer or whatever. So one day we in the Hit Factory, it was the day Meth album came out. So we in the old Hit Factory. So 50 like, yo, cause 50 was in there with us or whatever. So 50 like, yo, Method Man, he in studio such and such. You want to walk around there? Like, come on, let's go holler at him. So I'm like, all right, but. So we walks around in the other little studio room, Meth in there, right into some track, music banging, loud as shit. So I see him, he see me, you know what I'm saying? We dap each other. What up, damn, what's up, my nigga? So I'm like, yeah, I did the breakups, the makeups, John, on your album. And he like, okay, but it was like a nonchalant okay. But he had the credits right there while like I was talking to him, and like 2 minutes later he like, oh shit, yo my nigga, you did make that shit. Yo, what the fuck, Tony and them niggas? I thought they made it. That you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't even know I made the record. I wasn't even there when it got mixed or none of that shit. But that's when Meth like, yo, it's gonna be the second single. You know what I'm saying? He just told me it was gonna be the second single, so I'm like, damn, all right, that's what's up. But I mean, I thought, niggas just be talking and shit, hyped up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know the shit really was gonna be the second single.
Mhm.
So whatever the case may be, after that, I was with some niggas from Philly named Nam. Shout out to Nam. You know what I'm saying? Russ, Black Ice. They like they Philly legends and shit.
You talking
Nam
about
Brigade.
Non Brigade or somebody else?
Say it again.
Are you talking about Non Brigade or are you talking about somebody?
Right. Nam Brigade, Southwest.
Oh man, this is Gully TV. We're informed. You can't leave us in the dark. We very, very informed, man. Shout out to the to Meek Millie and those brothers and shit. I'm familiar with who now. Go ahead.
Right. So yeah. Rest in peace, Q Don. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, they had a meeting at Def Jam. Like Def Jam wanted to sign them. So, they asked me if I wanted to go up to the meeting with them. I'm like, hell yeah. So we goes up there to the Def Jam building. We goes in the meeting. It was a powerful ass meeting. We walk in the room. It's Leora Cohen, Russell Simmons, Kevin Lyles, and DJ Clue was in there for some reason too. So we had the whole fucking Def Jam, the big dogs all in one room. You know what I'm saying? So that's when Nam was playing their music and all that. So I had like stepped out in the hallway. After that, Russell Simmons came out like, yo, that's gonna be the second single. We doing a video next week. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So after that, that's when I was in the studio working with some other niggas in Philly, and Tone called my phone while I was in the studio doing some shit for some other niggas in Philly. So he like, yeah, they doing the video tomorrow. Drive up to Manhattan, link up with such and such. He gonna take you to the set. I'm in the Aspens with Will Smith right now. I can't make it. So I'm like, all right, that's what's up. So me and my man, we drive up there the next day. But the shit was crazy because the day of the video and shit, the niggas that I was in the studio with, when Tone called me, like, you know what I'm saying, we had gotten to a little, misunderstanding or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Guns got pulled out. You know what I mean? Nigga pulled the strap out on me and was, about to kill me. You know what I'm saying? That morning. But that's some other drama shit. It ain't nothing though. Like, that shit is old. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nigga pulled the strap out. And then, later that day, I goes up New York and I'm in a video with Method Man, Hype Williams. You know what I'm saying? My whole life just turned around. It was like overnight. That shit definitely was lit.
So your career is basically two periods: artist and then producer.
Right.
Explain the difference, the difference in financial security between being a producer and being an artist.
I mean, it's a big. I ain't gonna say it's a big difference. Put it like this, man. To be is less political to be successful as a producer opposed to being an artist that's successful. You know what I'm saying? You could be there's young boys 14 years old making beats in they fucking dining room, they mom fucking desktop, and fucking getting beats on niggas making millions of dollars, selling millions of records. Like, anybody can be a producer right now. But whatever the case may be, the producer shit is like, you get paid I'm trying to, like, you get nice chunks of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a rapper, you gotta have a hit record to make some real money. As a producer, you know what I'm saying? As long as you got some hot beats or whatever, niggas gonna copy your shit. You know what I mean?
When the last time you wrote a rap?
Say it again.
When the last time you wrote a rap? You still nice? Can you rhyme still?
Yeah, I'm nice. I got an album about to drop called Glorious. It's done, you know what I'm saying? But I still want to put somebody on one of the joints on the album. You know what I mean? I was thinking about, well, not thinking about, I want to put Dark Low on a record. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dark Low, shout out ARA, you know what I'm saying, whole OBH or whatever. But me and him had went back and forth on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I asked him if he would jump on the track. He said he was with it. So I just got to find the right beat. I want to do some grimy shit. You know what I'm saying? Some like real hard shit. One more joint.
Shout out to Low. Yeah, he with that.
Yeah, I fucks with OBH heavy. Them niggas, they definitely some thorough niggas.
Standout artist in the city, without a doubt. No doubt. Pop Art Records, the way you described it to me, it sounded like a hip hop Motown. What was it like being over there?
I mean, for everybody that don't know, Pop Art Records was the first hip hop record label in Philadelphia. Before Pop Art Records, you had Philly International, Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff. You know, but that movement over there was more like, you know, R&B and shit like that. Hip hop was pop art. The way pop art started, my dad was locked up, you know what I'm saying, doing a little bid or whatever, upgraded for, and he met some boy in there named Ron Akins that knew how to sing real good. So, you know, I guess they got cool. Well, they did get cool. You know what I'm saying? And it was on some shit like, damn, when we get out, we going, you know what I mean, do this music shit and, you know, try to go hard with it. So that's when both of them got out. They linked up, started doing records, you know what I'm saying? And my dad was, you know, the label. And they went in, you know what I'm saying? That was like the first joint that Pop Art put out. You know, Ron Akins and them, they was in a group called Galaxy.
Okay.
And after that, he had a rapper named Eddie D from West Philly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know, but Eddie D was like one of the rappers that come out of Philly too. He had a record called Cold Cash Money before Cash Money Records. You could Google all this shit. But yeah, you know, like, he had Galaxy, Eddie D. Then after that, I don't know how it happened, but he linked up, you know, with some niggas up NY. That's when he discovered Roxanne Shante. I think she was like 14 at the time. And, you know, he started working with her, bringing her down to Philly. I remember being a little ass boy, her in the crib, and, you know what I mean, all that shit. But that's when they made the record. I don't know which record was first, Roxanne's Revenge and another, I forgot the name of them, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, they discovered Roxanne. That's when they start doing songs with her. They shot a couple videos with her. She blew. You know what I'm saying? And they start working with Craig G. You know, they put out The Bridge, MC Shan. They had Salt and Pepper. That was their group too in the beginning. Their name was Supernature before, you know what I'm saying, Salt and Pepper. You know what I'm saying? So they had Salt and Pepper. And then, you know, my cousin Steady B, he knew how to rap. So, I mean, my mom like, damn, why don't you put Boob on? He know how to rap. He putting all these other niggas on. So my cousin Boob started coming over the crib in the basement, working with my pop. You know what I'm saying? They start recording shit. And whatever the case may be, Boob ended up getting a record deal with Jive Records. You know what I'm saying? They
Boob
took
is steady.
they
Boob is steady
took.
B.
Say it again.
So Boob is steady B.
Yeah, Boob is Steady B.
All right, go ahead.
That's my blood cousin. So
Okay.
yeah, my pop and my uncle Shahid Dana Goodman. They was like, you know, partners or whatever, real tight brothers. They took they took Will Smith and Steady B and Will Smith up to Job to Barry Weiss. You know what I'm saying? That's the CEO of Job when he first started Job. You know what I'm saying? And they wound up signing Will Smith, Steady B, and KRS-One. That was like his first rappers on Job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit was crazy too, cause you know Steady B was on Job. He put out 5 albums. One of the joints, the songs, Serious. If you go to the video, you'll see me in there dancing at the end. I was a little ass boy. But him and KRS-One wound up doing that song together because they had gotten some drama in Philly at some club, I think, called the After Midnight. It was a party or a show over there one night, and KRS-One was in town, and some shit happened, you know what I'm saying, or whereas though, like, I think he got pistol whipped or some shit like that. Whatever the case may be, they squashed it, and that's when they did that song together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So,
What year did y'all start to package the youngsters? And was y'all name always the youngsters?
yeah, that was our name. It's crazy because like we really wasn't rappers at first. You know what I'm saying? Some boy named Mentally Gifted MG. He was working on a project with my pop. And he was in the basement in my pop crib or whatever. And he was doing this record called A Little Something for the Youth. And he had a little part that he wanted a little kid to rap and say on the song. So, you know, they called us like, yo, Karan, come downstairs or whatever. I need you to do this little part on the song.
Right.
So I wound up doing a little part on the song or whatever. That's when they like, dang. Taji was with me too. We both did the little part. That's when they like, dang, you should let them do the whole song and see how it sound. So that's when we just said his rhymes and you know what I'm saying, did the whole song. That's when my pop like, oh shit, you know, I'm ready to get y'all a record deal. Before you know it, we got my cousin Tariq brung him in. We formed the youngsters. My dad came up with the name. That's when we did that song. That was the first song we changed the title to Something for the Youngsters instead of Something for the Youth.
Wow.
We recorded that. I think we recorded that song down Philly International. That's where we recorded the record in the studio down there. But whatever the case may be, we recorded that song, and you know, shit was lit. My dad took us up to Sylvia Rome, East West Atlantic, up NY. We had a meeting with her. We was dancing in her fucking office in front of her and all kinds of shit. Whatever the case may be, she wound up signing us. So that was 92. I had just turned 13. 92.
We about the same age. Yeah. We about the same age. So 92, okay. In 92 there was a lot of teeny bopper groups started to pop up, right?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know, but like the youngsters, we was the first kid rap group in hip hop history. You know what I'm saying? Like before us, you had ABC, Another Bad Creation, shout out to them, and you had the Boys, but they was like R&B. You know what I'm saying?
They were singing and dancing.
Right. But that's when ABC did that song called The Playground.
Yeah.
And they was rapping on there. That was my shit. That's when we like, damn, we want to rap.
Y'all was you so you say you was somewhat inspired by Another Bad Creation?
I was definitely inspired by Another Bad Creation. That record, Playground. If it wasn't for Playground, it would have never been a Youngsters.
Them niggas had all the starter gear too. Them niggas had
Yes.
all that starter. They had all the starter shit. They had the starter jerseys, the hats. They had all that shit way
They
back then.
style they stylist was our stylist for our first video, something for the youngsters. I forgot the chick name, but if you look at our video, we had the Carhartt shit on too and all that. But we had the same stylist.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So
Shout out to Lionel Martin. He directed that video. It was crazy because Hype Williams used to work with Lionel Martin. He was like under him. He wasn't even like really nobody yet. You know what I'm saying? So
out of all of
it's
the
a lot of shit link up. You know what I'm saying?
out of all of the kid, the kid hip hop acts back then, I identified most with my favorite was Chi Ali. What was your relationship like with Chi? Did you encounter Chi growing up?
Yeah, we knew Chi Ali. We used to always bump into Chi. He used to come through the studio with his dad. You know, he was in the studio when we did the song Wild Child with the Beatnuts. I never
Okay.
forget that night. You know what I'm saying? Chi came through, him and his pop. You know what I mean? I saw him in the hallway and shit. Like, Chi Ali, he was cool with us. But it's crazy, though, because Chi Ali kind of fucked our whole shit up on the
Yeah.
com. Like, he don't even know it. But whatever the case may be, the first record we put out, something for the youngsters, when the video came out, it was on the box. I don't know if a lot of niggas remember the box, but it
Yeah.
was on a box, you know what I'm saying? And the shit was getting played every 3, 4 minutes. And that's when you had Box Talk at the end of the week with the top 10 videos, you know what I'm saying? But the first week we put that record out, we was like number 2 on Box Talk the first week. So the following week to come, we definitely would have been number 1 Box Talk or whatever. But that's when it's crazy because we all came out 1 week apart. We
That's the same
dropped
age as
first.
you. We around the same age. AJ nothing but a number.
Yeah, like we dropped something for the youngsters. Then a week later, Chi Ali dropped Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. And then a week after that, Kross dropped Jump. And that was the atomic bomb that destroyed every fucking thing. Them niggas blew. That shit was fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
So
that's when we had to switch our whole pitch up. We like, oh, because at first we was like, we was hot. But we was like on some little boy shit, kind of like clean cut. You know what I
right.
mean? No cursing and shit like that, trying to appeal to, a different type audience, rated PG basically. You know what I'm saying? Kross came out. We stepped our game all the way the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Did you have encounters with Chris Smith and Chris Kelly? You ever run into them?
Yeah, we seen them one time. It's crazy. I only seen them one time. And this was at Who's the Man party. They was having a party for the movie Who's the Man. Dr.
Okay.
Dre and Ed Lover, that was their movie. They starred in it from MTV Raps, Young MTV Raps. So we had a part in that movie, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, they had like the movie premiere party in Manhattan. Everybody was there, you know what I'm saying? And Kross had came through. They had their little security with them. Stretch like, yo. Stretch pulled all 3 of us to the side. He like, yo, I want y'all niggas to go over there and fucking sucker punch them niggas, fuck them niggas up. And anybody jump in it, we gonna tear them niggas up. Come on, fuck that. Cause he ain't like Jermaine Dupri. Cause he
Right.
felt like Jermaine stole that jump shit from him. Like if you see OPP video, they jumping and shit at the end, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Right. So Tretch like, you know what I mean? He ain't really like, he wasn't feeling Jermaine like that. I mean, so we was really about to do it too. We tried. this thing, we like, as soon as we got a little bit close, we just heard one of the security niggas, they had the little microphone joints in their ears. He like, move Chris Kelly too. The youngsters is approaching. Chris Kelly too. I guess they called him by Chris 1 and Chris 2. You know what I'm saying?
So what was your relationship like with Marley G? That's the last one we ain't talk about. Illegal. What's your audio?
That shit was hard.
Okay. Your audio
Yeah,
was kind of...
Marley G, you know what I mean? That's my nigga. Like, he came through the crib, you know what I mean? A couple times we did shit together. Mal thorough. Like, shout out to Marley G. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
That's
from
my
West...
nigga.
Marley from West too, or West or Southwest?
Marley from Southwest.
Okay.
Yeah, he from Southwest.
So you said when y'all first came out and shit, y'all was kind of like clean cut little boys and shit. And then y'all ended up shaving y'all heads bald and y'all got on some gutter shit.
Right.
So whose idea was that? Well, to explain the transition. I remember the transition. I remember when y'all threw the shades on and started rocking the Timbs, and I remember that.
Yeah, the way that shit went down, when we did Pass the Mic video, that was our second single. Like around that time, one day, like my dad had a little BMW 740 or whatever, and he used to drive us around in his car, blast music, take us to get water ices, all kind of shit. But whatever the case may be, one day, me and my cousin Tariq in the car with my pop, and we just floating, you know what I mean, through West or whatever. We go pick Taji up, and he got a bald head. You know what I'm saying? So he gets in the car, so I'm like, damn, you shaved all your hair off or whatever? He like, yeah. I'm like, damn, that shit look hot. So my pop like, yo, all y'all, you know what I mean, should shave your hair off. So that's when me and Tariq shaved our shit off, and we was doing videos not videos, we was doing shows like that. We had the bald heads with the glasses and the little mini bats. You know what I'm saying? And then Onyx came out with Throw Your Guns, but they like got the credit for the look for real because they came with the video with the bald heads. We was just doing the shows. We ain't get to our third video yet. So when we did Cruise Pop, niggas probably was looking at us like we was biting them. When really it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? We was doing that shit before that came out. So I think them niggas ain't really fuck with us like that.
Onyx?
Yeah, I don't think them niggas really fuck with us like that. I remember one time, like the first time I seen them was at this convention called the Gavin Convention. So, I mean, they had it out San Francisco this year. It was like 92, 93. Everybody out there. That's when I first met Nas, too. So one night we all in the hotel room. We like, damn, I'm hungry as shit. Where the fuck can we get something to eat? It was like a diner at the corner of the block of the hotel. It was like 2, 3 in the morning. So that's when we walked to the diner and shit. And Onyx in there eating or whatever. And like they just looked at us, we looked at them. I mean, that's what we like, man. You know what, we ain't even want to get nothing to eat after that. You know what I'm saying? So we just turned around and left. But yeah, like shit always been kind of funny style with Onyx. You know what I mean?
I could imagine y'all running into each other, y'all looking like basically little them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really, we had that shit first though. I can't say we shaved our heads first because I ain't never see them before. I don't know if they had they shit shaved too, but they was the first ones in the video to do that shit.
So the whole time all of this is going on, you was working on your production skills.
Right. I mean, I wasn't even really taking production serious like that. That the producer shit was like some shit I did on the side for like fun, you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to be the best producer and get rich off of it. You know, when you a young boy, you make beats playing for your homies. Listen to this. Damn, that shit crazy. Like, shit like that. I was making beats on that type time. But we had a record deal and we was working on albums. So certain tracks, we would all like jump on them and shit, and they wound up on the album. It's crazy though too, because at that Gavin convention the first time when we seen Onyx, that's the first time I met Nas too. You know what I'm saying? We was in the hotel room, we all was freestyling and shit. It was us, it was me and Taji, Nas, Cool G Rap, and Buckshot Shorty from Black Moon. I wish there was a camera in there so bad. You know what I mean? We was all in a room freestyling to each other. You know what I'm saying? That was a monumental moment right there in my life.
What year was that?
That was like 92, 93. Out San Francisco.
Okay.
The Gavin. You know what I mean?
I'm looking at your production credits and shit like that, man. I didn't know you had such a big body of production credits. What was the biggest record that you worked on? I noticed that you worked with some heavyweights. Missy Elliott, Slick Rick, Method Man, of course, Amory. Who was the biggest record?
The Method Man record, that was the biggest record. That sold a couple million, like 2 million, 3 million. I did a joint on Slick Rick last album too called Me and Nas Bring It to Your Hardest with Slick Rick and Nas.
You produced it?
Yeah, I made that track. I made that track and shit on his last album. It wasn't gold. I got a plaque for it. You know what I mean? I got a nice amount of plaques.
No plaques you got. I filmed Yukmouth out in Cali one time, man. He ran around the room. He had plaques everywhere and shit. A lot of them was certified for I Got 5 on it. That shit went, you know, it's one of them records and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot like that. I mean, I got like 14, 15 plaques.
Shit, that's a that's a lot.
But I got 4 of each though, so that's why I look like a whole bunch. You feel me? Because every time I get a plaque, I get 2 for me, ones that I can keep in my house and one that I could put in my studio or office or whatever. Then I get another one for my mom and dad so they could put in the house. And then I get another one for my lawyer. So every time I would get a plaque, I would get 4 of them. So you do the math, 4 times 15.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
So, fast forward to, you know, let's bring everybody up to date on what's going on. You got a book out. Let's talk about it. The Evils.
Yeah, my book called The Evils. Like, you know, just like the Jay-Z song, The Evils, on his first album. If you listen to his song, The Evils, on his first album, that's basically the theme to my book. It's my life story, my autobiography, talking about everything from me being a fucking baby all the way up till now, from the music industry, producing, rapping, street.
You got a chapter in there about the Hilltop Hustlers?
Yeah, it's not a specific chapter for them, but I'm talking about them in the book.
You talked about that situation?
Yeah, that situation, man, it was ugly, man. Like,
how old was you when that shit happened?
I was like 17 when that was 96. It happened like the end of 95. Matter of fact, it happened like the first week of 1996, because I remember the whole fucking every cop in the whole Philadelphia area was searching up and down for these niggas. And then that blizzard hit. You remember the blizzard of '96?
Yeah.
It was like 2 feet of snow. Well, that's
Yeah.
when, you know what I mean? That's when that shit went down. Them robbing a bank or whatever. And, yeah, man. Who, you know, I mean, y'all know the situation, man.
You
I
knew.
mean, yeah,
What was your
I'm
relationship
pretty
like?
sure y'all they
What was your
allegedly robbed
relationship?
the bank.
What was your relationship like with Cool C? We ain't gonna too much talk about the case. We're gonna keep it music. I just had to touch on it though.
That was
Yeah.
like, that was,
What was your relationship like with him?
I was like my cousin, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was his young boy. Like, if you look at all their videos, I'm in like 3, 4 videos. I'm in Serious. I'm in Nasty Girl video. I'm in the Girls Gonna Get You video.
Right.
Like, if you like look back and shit, like if you read the back of their albums and shit, like the shout outs, them niggas used to shout me out. Shout out the Small Time Hustler Quran. That was my nickname. Or Mastermind Quran. They, used to put that shit in the shout outs or whatever. But yeah, man. Inshallah, man, Allah blessed them to come out of that situation, man. The way that shit went down was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the first. That was the first female police officer in Philly history, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy too, cause she lived around my way.
When you from out of town, right, and you've done time with guys from Philly, you're not surprised by the robbery shit at all. Because, that's just what some niggas do. So when that happened, I was explaining to people around me, because they was like, man, can you believe them niggas robbed the bank? And allegedly, whatever. And
Allegedly.
yeah, whatever. And I was explaining to them, man, like that's like regular wreck in Philly. Armed robberies like that. That's like robbery. Robbery is as Philadelphia as the cheesesteak. I'm just keeping it G. When this is your perception when you from out of town. So to see Cool C and Steady B had that type of I don't know, incident or whatever. It wasn't totally surprising. It was surprising. It was very surprising. But it wasn't surprising that they was taking money. That wasn't surprising. Nah.
Yo, one time, man, my pop came home and shit. Since we talking about robberies and Philly being off the hook, we was coming from New York because we used to always be up there working on our album or doing shows. You know what I'm saying? Like that was our second home. So I think we was like working on our album at the time. So we came back to the crib. It was like around 7, 8 o'clock, just turning like nighttime. We walk in the crib and shit. Nobody there. So I'm like, damn, my mom and my sisters must have went to my grandma's crib or whatever. So the whole time my dad like, damn, I gotta take a leak. I gotta take a leak. So when we go in the house, I'm hanging my coat up in the dining room closet. My pop runs upstairs to take a leak. All of a sudden I hear all this fucking noise. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm like,
Tesla.
yo, what the fuck? I'm like, damn, did my pop just fall down the steps? Then I heard some shit fall and I'm like, dad. All of a sudden, fucking 2 niggas just ran down the steps and darted out the back door and shit. I mean, we literally walked in the crib while they was robbing us.
But they tried y'all too. They ain't got no
I
pics.
mean, yeah, shit is definitely dangerous out here. If you from Philly, it's regular to you though. Like it's normal. Like we so innocent. We so what's the word I'm looking for, man? Like it don't we not sensitive to it. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Desensitized, I guess. But
Desensitized. Exactly. I mean, if you live in it, if you come up in it, I mean, what the fuck?
yeah, like you see that shit on the regular. Like I remember the first time I seen a nigga get shot. I was in the youngsters. I was like 13. We had just came back to Philly. We had a show like up in Y, I think it was. We had a little minivan that we rented. So, you know, Tariq used to live right there on 52nd Street near like Baltimore Ave or whatever. So we
Yeah.
would always drop Tariq off first and then go down to, you know, our crib in Winfield. So we dropped Reek off. We on our way to our crib and shit. Me, my pop Taji. We stop at a red light. It's a little African nigga out there getting robbed right in front of us. We just pulled up on a robbery. So when he seen us, he like, oh shit, this is my opportunity to get away. It's, you know what I mean? Thinking the niggas was gonna get like scared, like, oh shit, damn, somebody right there. He tried to run, them niggas banged him right in his chest. Pop!
Wow.
So my peoples that was driving pills off, skirt. We like, oh shit. They just shot that nigga like right in his chest area. So we like 2 blocks away. It was another red light. Yo, I swear to God, bull darted up there in like 4 seconds. We was 2 blocks away. All of a sudden, a nigga start banging on a minivan. Please, help. So we open the door and shit. He jumped in a minivan and we drove him to the hospital and shit. Nigga was shot in the chest. That was like the first time I seen a nigga get banged, you know what I mean? But that shit is regular.
What became of the other two members of the youngsters?
They good. Everybody, you know, doing good, man. We grown now. Niggas got families,
They left.
kids, wives.
They left entertainment alone. You the only one that remained in the entertainment business.
Yeah, Tariq left the entertainment industry alone. He got his own little company doing something else. I ain't gonna put his business out there like that. But he doing good, man. Like we straight. But the music business is grimy. I had to sue Universal a couple of years ago.
For what? For
Royalties.
how?
I never got my royalties.
Did they
All the
get you?
songs I produced, I never got no royalties.
For all of them joints?
All of them, dog. You know what I mean? All of them. I wound up suing Trackmasters too, but it wasn't nothing personal. It was business. You know what I mean? Like the first
Right.
couple years, I'm asking them like, damn, when I get my royalties? So they like, I guess when the album recoup or whatever, ain't nothing come through. So they telling me that for like a couple years. Then after that, we both like fell out of contact, and they went one direction and I went another direction. Before you know it, like we not like a team no more. We not working together no more, whatever. And at that point, I'm like, yo, I need my bread. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like fucking 8, 9 years passed, and that's when you know my people's like, yo, man, you better get your money. Like you just gonna let whoever just keep your bread. So we
Right.
ended up going through a little lawsuit with them. But I want to shout them out too, man, because they probably feel some type of way. I had to handle my business though as business, like you know what I mean.
So they straightened you out.
I
They
I
got
I I love them niggas for life, dog. Like them niggas, they changed my life. Them niggas put me on. I'm forever grateful. Charlie Mack was the one that fucking introduced me to them niggas. So like
straight.
Charlie Mack changed my life too, man.
Explain to my viewers who Charlie Mack is and his position in Philly.
Charlie Mack is a very powerful man. He's that's Will Smith, man. You know what I'm saying? He from Southwest. He always was well respected in the streets. You know, he's a people's person. He like to social lives with people and shit like that. He's a good people's person. So whenever he would be with Will and they would be around, you know, entertainers and shit like that, you know, he would get cool with them. You know what I mean? Before you know it, like he had connects with everybody. So, you know what I mean, whatever the case may be, Meek Mill was signed to him too at first.
Right.
215 Entertainment, I think it was called.
I was gonna say that. I know his name was associated with Will Smith and Meek.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but the way I met Trackmasters though, my man called me up one day like, yo, I got a hotel room down Miami. Such and such threw me a room. Like some ball that used to work at a radio station that he was cool with gave him the room that he was supposed to get because he had got sick. So he couldn't go down there. It was a music convention. I forgot which one though. This was like 97. You know what I mean? So he wound up giving my man the hotel room. So he like, yo, if you go down there, you know what I mean, you got a room to stay at. So my man calls me up like, yo, I'm trying to go down Miami. You know what I mean? Such and such hit me up. He got a room for me, this and that. I ain't got no license though. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to drive. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll go. And then Taji wanted to go too, so me, Taji, and my man had a little minivan, I think it was at the time. We drove all the way to fuck to Miami. That shit was like 16 hours, taking turns, driving
So,
straight. You know what I mean? No license. Nobody had a license in the world, dog. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, we get pulled the fuck over. They gonna take the wheel. We gonna be on some goofy shit. But we made it down there. So when we got down there, like it was some music convention. Shit was lit. Everybody down there. I'm saying fucking. I seen Keith Sweat, Little Kim. You know what I mean, Junior Mafia, the Brat. Naughty by Nature was down there. Everybody was down there. I seen Steve Harvey too down there. Shit
right.
was lit though. You know what I'm saying? So we had seen Charlie Mack down there. We bumped into him. You know, Charlie, like he a thorough nigga. Like he loves to show love to people. You know what I mean? So he's showing us love. Yo, Dad, come to my hotel room. So we wound up going to his hotel room. We kicked it with him for a little bit. And right before we left, he was like, yo, I got matter of fact, no, we left first. And then when we left and got back to our room, Charlie called the room like, yo, I'm going over to Gloria Estefan studio at 7 o'clock. The Nas and Steve Stout, the firm over there. Y'all want to go? I'm gonna take y'all over there. So we like, hell yeah. He like, all right, meet me at my hotel at 6:15, whatever. I don't remember the time. We met him at the hotel room though, and he took us over there to the studio. And Dr. Dre and fucking not who was Dr. Dre, Nas, Steve Stout. You know what I'm saying? Tony Poop, all of them in the studio working on some firm shit. And that's when I met Trackmasters with Charlie Mack. You
Okay.
know what I mean? We exchanged numbers and all that, but them niggas start fronting on me. Like I got their phone number, and then, you know, I was calling the niggas after that. They wouldn't answer the phone. This one beepers was out. Niggas
Yeah.
ain't had cell phone numbers. Niggas had beeper numbers. We beeping the niggas. They not calling us back. You know what I mean? Like shit was crazy. But I wound up meeting them again in New York. You know what I mean? Some girl I know that used to work for them up at Sony and shit coincidentally, she was like somebody I knew from around my way. So
Right.
she like, damn, Karan, boom, boom. I'm like, yo, man, I'm trying to get with Tony Pope. She like, look, don't tell nobody I told you. You can't tell me I told you. But they gonna be at the studio tonight working with Mariah Carey. They gonna be at the New Hit Factory. They got a session. Cause she was in charge of the sessions, setting,
Right.
organizing these studio sessions for them and shit like that. So she told me that. She like, yes, they gonna be there at such and such o'clock. I mean, they gonna be at such and such studio. So me and Taj like, man, fuck that. We gonna just go up there and pop up on these niggas.
Right.
We wound up driving up there. We sitting in front of the Hit Factory for hours in a car. You know what I mean? And that's when them niggas pulled up and got out. We seen them walking in the front of the studio. We jumped out on them, exchanged numbers again. Then, after that, that's
They
when
just
it was like shit started getting real. But then they
right.
started fronting again on me. Like a couple weeks later after that, they stopped hitting me back, answering the phone. So I'm like, damn, I'm
Shit.
still trying to get in contact with them. So that's when the chick told me like, yo, they up Bearsville, they got a studio up there, they working in everybody up there, Nas, Noriega, this person, that person, Nature. She like, don't tell nobody I told you. So I'm like, damn, what's the address? So she gave me the address, and I wound up sending some beats to them up there. So like when the package had got there, like 2 days later, when they got the package, Pope called me immediately. He like, yo, my nigga, that fucking them beats you sent me is fucking crazy. He like, how you know we was up here though?
Right.
Whatever the case may be though, you know what I mean? That's when they like, yo, come up Bearsville. Everybody up here, we want y'all to come. I mean, we want you to come up here with us. So
Right.
I wound up going up there and shit. Everybody was up there. You know what I mean? 50 was up there. That's when I first met 50. The whole ride up there, I was in the car with Tone. He had a little Range Rover. He banging 50 shit the whole time on the way up to Bearsville. So I'm like, who this? And he like, yeah, this is our new artist. We just signed him. You know what I'm saying? So when we got up there, they had like a couple cabins and shit. Everybody was staying in certain cabins. Like 5, 10 people to each John or whatever. So the cabin that I stayed in, 50 was in there too. So that's when we met and shit. You know what I mean? He
So
told me where he was from. I told him where I was from. You know what I'm saying? That's when he like, damn, my manager from West Philly too. So we just start, chopping it up and shit. We was up in Bearsville together working. You know what I'm saying? We was both on the same team. Track masters, we both just was getting signed to him, like, you know what I mean? So we was like the little niggas trying to get in with them type shit. Everybody else was on. You know what I'm saying? LES, he was working with him, but he already was lit because he was doing shit for Nas and all that. You know what I mean? So, me and 50, we trying to get on. 50 did like, I think he did some shit like 20 songs in like 4 days or some shit like that. And when he did that, the niggas signed him immediately. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, this nigga work ethic is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's when they signed 50. You know what I mean? That's how shit, like shit start popping a little bit after that. You know what I mean?
I want you to take time and interact with some of these people in the audience. They've been in here with us for about 45 minutes. Why don't you go ahead and answer a few of these questions, man? They're trying to holler at you. So
All right.
go ahead. Go ahead. You can just run through the comments a little bit.
Let me see. That's a lot of comments here, man.
Yeah, they coming through.
Yo, who you feeling in Philly right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who you think the hottest niggas in Philly is, or artists?
Music.
Yeah.
This little nigga from ran in Westmoreland. His name Rada El Chapo. He a young nigga. He wild as hell though. If he's still on the
Yeah.
street, he on his way. I think D Block, Y Dean and them. I think they be fucking with type of way. Aside from that, I like Meek Mill's music. The shit that he came out of jail with. It was a breath of fresh air. Aside from that, you know what I mean? I listen to the niggas I listened to growing up. You know what I mean? I still listen to Beanie Siegel. That's at the top of the playlist. Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang, shit like that. But yeah, in Philly,
There's some nigga named Jazz Fresh from South Philly. Yo, this nigga is fucking hot, dog.
Jazz Fresh.
Jazz Fresh. A
I ain't-
nigga, like, look that nigga up. You know what I mean? That nigga, he got that shit. He know how to freestyle real good, too. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna work. Well, not think. I want to work with him. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do some shit with him or whatever. But yeah, he hot. I like OBH though, cause I like that street shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, out of them, I like Leak Mosh. That's who I interviewed first when I first.
Yeah, I like Leak Moss too.
Yeah, I like Leak. I think Leak should probably put more emphasis on being a consistent MC. When I say that, be putting out projects and music on a regular, because he could rap his ass off. Graphic. Word.
Yeah, Leak Moss hot as shit too. All them niggas is hot. Like, I think them niggas should be a group on some like Wu-Tang or NWA shit. I had sent AR a message in his Instagram direct message. Like, yo, y'all niggas, y'all should be a group. Like, if them niggas was a group,
Get our songs together. That's what you're saying. Like all
yeah,
of them.
instead of it being like solo artists, like, you know, you got AR then Dark Load, and Leak Moss, you know, then whoever else.
They should D-block that shit.
Yeah, they should all link together and just be a group called OBH and put that out first and then branch out with their solo projects. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no groups out right now. It ain't been a group like Wu-Tang since Wu-Tang. Like, if they did that shit, dog.
Right. You're right. That's a good concept. And you're right. It ain't no groups out all like that right now. Yeah.
And it seemed like them niggas loyal too. Like, I follow everybody, dog. Like, I keep my eye to the internet, streets, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? They thorough ass niggas. You know? I don't really fuck with Philly rappers like that though. But, you know what I mean? Like, because some shit had happened that left a bad taste in my mouth for the rest of my life. You know what I mean, I had did a little deal with Sony. I had a company called Face Off Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So, I already was in the Sony building through Trackmasters. Then I, did a 10-song deal with them and all that too. So that's when my dad like, yo, nigga, why you not trying to get no artist signed, man? Yo, you gotta get an artist signed. Cause I was just on some beat shit. So he like, yeah, why don't you work with Tag? Tag keep calling me, boom, boom, get one. So I'm like, all right. So that's when he called me, freestyling over the phone or whatever. I wound up driving down Philly, listening to his demo, bring him back up to my crib. You know I mean, do songs on him, all that shit. Then I called my man from Sony. You know what I mean? We was like super tight at the time. I'm like, yo, I got this boy from Philly, man. Big, heavy set boy, deep voice, all that shit. Like on some new Biggie shit. So he like, damn, I want to hear him. So my man came through my crib or whatever. I had a nigga freestyle for him, play the little songs. At the time, he was an A&R at Sony.
Mm.
Sony Columbia or whatever. He was like the head A&R. So that's when he like, damn, I see the vision. I want to sign this nigga. So, you know, when he went back to work the next day or whatever, he telling everybody in the building about him. You know what I'm saying? And he had set up a meeting for us to meet with Donnie Einer, who was the president of Columbia Sony at the time.
Yeah.
So we goes to the meeting. Mind you, this dude that I'm talking about never had a record deal, never had a fucking hit record, none of that shit. Like, he was like a little local rapper or whatever. I take some up there and shit. I go down South Street, buy him some new clothes so he can look fresh when he get up there. You know what I'm saying? Take the nigga up there, my will. You know, maybe we go to Sony or whatever, and he freestyled for Donnie Einer. He ain't even play no songs. He got signed off of freestyling. That's how strong my relationship was with everybody in that building at the time. You know what I'm saying? So Donnie Einer signed him just hearing him freestyle. You know what I'm saying? After that, the paperwork going back and forth. We negotiating prices. You know what I'm saying? Once the paperwork was done, the type of deal I had with the artist that I'm talking about was a production company deal. You know what I'm saying? So I had a percentage of his publishing, and then, you know, as far as like monies that come through, we split it 50-50. You know what I'm saying? So you know how the shit go in the music business. When you sign a record deal, a contract, and start working on your album, you get the first half on signing up front. Then you get the second half once you turn the album in, when it's done. I gave the bull the whole fucking amount of money, you know what I'm saying, that he was supposed to get all up front. You know? I ain't even hold his bread. I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna hold your bread. Here, man, I'm gonna write the check for the whole amount.
Right.
You talking about up there, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, fuck it, man. The nigga, he got 50,000. You know what I'm saying? I gave him the whole 50,000 up front. Cause he telling me, yeah, my wife got cancer. We broke, she don't have no health care, and we need to find a doctor, she might die, all kinds of shit. Like, you know what I mean? So I wound up giving him his whole advance up front, the whole 50,000. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in my ear like, yo, damn, why you get a nigga his whole fucking whatever? Now the nigga ain't gonna wanna work after you know what I mean, after he run through the money. So I'm like, nah, fuck that, man. Like, that's my man. You know what I mean? I wanna see him eat just like how I'm eating. So I give him the whole 50. You know, nigga go out there, buy a new well, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever else. You know, he good. Nigga got 50,000. He went from fucking driving fucking hats and shit to $50,000 like that with no street buzz. Just got signed off the strength of me and my relationship there. I ain't taking nothing away from his talent. You know what I'm saying? But you know how the shit in the music industry, niggas see talent all day. It's political though. So he wound up getting signed to Sony. I gave him the whole 50,000. He ran through that. So he like, damn, man, I gotta pay my bills. I'm fucked up. Da, da, da. So I'm like, all right, let me see what I could do. So I meet up with this other dude. They used to work at Violator and Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? Named Eric Nix. Real good dude. You know what I mean? Eric Nix come in. He making shit happen, pulling strings. So that's when I wound up getting him another like fucking 50,000. Put it like this. Add up 8,000 times 6. You know what I'm saying? I had set it up with the label to where as though he get a stipend at the first of every month for the next 6 months. So this nigga got the whole 50 up front. Then he got 8,000 every month for the next 6 months. So that what's that? 46,000. So
48.
then he got another 46,000. Then when that stopped, he's still bitching. Then I tell my man Eric Nix, damn, there's nothing else you can do. He winds up getting us to reforecast the label. I mean, reforecast the budget. I mean, Sony reforecast the budget. They sent us another, what was it, 60,000. Yeah, he like, yo, I got him to give up 60,000. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? So the nigga, I hit him up like, yeah, all right, they gonna give us another 60. So you know, you get 30 and I get 30. So he like, damn man, I'm fucked up. I can't get the whole thing. I'm like, what? You can't get the whole thing. I'm like, yeah. I gave you the whole 50 up front. Then I hooked it up to where as though you can get 8,000 the first of every month for the past 6 months. Then I'll get him the reforecast. You getting another 30,000. Mind you, he getting all of this and never had one hit record out. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's totally unknown to the world, basically. So that's when a nigga pleading and crying, damn, my wife got cancer. You know what I'm saying? She might die, this and that. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to give you 40 and I'm going to take 20. I wound up giving a nigga an extra 10,000. You know what I mean? We get the check. I get home the 40. I keep the 20. That was, he ran through that. You know what I'm saying? Once that was gone, I get a phone call and shit, and it's him. Like, yeah, I'm in Mecca with Freeway. You know what I'm saying? Yo, when I get back, I ain't rapping no more, man. I'm turning my life around. I'm like, what? So it's like, damn, he got me stuck, because how can I be mad at him and he trying to get close to Allah, depending on the Isla, and, you know, be on his deen. So I'm like, damn, as much as I wanted to be mad and flip on him and this, I couldn't, because, you know, he was doing it for a decent cause. So he comes back, he stopped rapping, all that shit. The whole deal basically was done on the standstill. Oh yeah, shout out to Shabazz, the OG too. That's my man. You know, I had pulled him in too. He was like trying to get shit popping for him at the label and shit. But
Yeah, I know fuck with Shabazz. I was in Philly with Shabazz and Emilio Sparks years ago. Word.
yeah, he a thorough bull. You know what I'm saying? But he stopped he stopped rapping or whatever again from that. So basically, he fucked the whole deal up. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know this nigga don't even speak to me till this day? I seen him. I seen the boy Juma like last month during Ramadan. I'm walking out of the masjid once the Juma was over. He's standing right there. He looked me dead in the face. This nigga just straight walked away. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is up with this nigga? Yo, this nigga don't even, he act like he know me, yo. And all that shit I did for bull. So that left like a bad taste in my mouth. You know what I mean?
God damn. Niggas know they ain't right. Why don't you, we've been in here a little bit over an hour. Why don't you answer a few more of these comments? Then I'm going to have you leave some contact information and shit like that. We going to boogie. But yeah, go ahead and answer a few of these questions in the comments for me, pimp.
Let's see when. I don't see no questions. It's just people posting comments, showing love.
Okay. Yeah, you right. You right. Go ahead, give them your rundown. Let them know where they can get the book at.
The book gonna be released as an ebook. I'm gonna put the link up on my Instagram page and all that next week.
Okay.
Make sure y'all get that, man. I'm putting it out as an ebook first, then I'm gonna do the hardback copies after that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got the book, The Eagles. I got my project, Glorious. That shit is insane. You know what I mean? And, like
I didn't ask you about Biggie and Pac. I know you lived through that era. Did you have any contact with Big or Pac?
yeah, I met Biggie. Matter of fact, the last show Biggie did in Philly at this club called Gotham now on Delaware Ave.
I remember Gotham.
Yeah, he actually let us come through and get on stage with him. You know what I'm saying? He hit up Taj or whatever, like, yo, I'm gonna be in Philly doing Club Gotham come through. So we went through there and shit. You know what I mean? He performed, we on stage with him. I never forget that shit, yo. Right before we walked on the stage, fucking Big Charlie Baltimore was there too. He like telling her like, yo, don't come on the stage or some shit like that. I don't know. That's what somebody told me that he was saying to her. Whatever the case may be, when Get Money came on while he was performing, Charlie came on the stage and shit. She was drunk as shit. Had a cup in her hand with liquor. I think she had like a little skirt on and shit. She dancing and shit on some, yeah, I'm the bitch from the video. The whole crowd eyeing her and shit. The whole time Biggie rapping, looking in the corner of his eye at her, fucking mad as shit. So that's when he looked over the seas like, yo, man, get her off the stage. So that's when C's like went over to her and shit and, made her get off the stage or whatever. Yo, once that show was over and we all went backstage after that, yo, that nigga was heated. And shout out, rest in peace to Biggie, man. The greatest rapper. You know what I mean? Shout out to Big. But that was the last time I seen Big, you know what I mean? And Pac, I met Pac one time. Yo, this is crazy. The night I met Tupac, if you ever hear that freestyle with him on the radio at like a show and shit, I got 7 Mac 11s, about 838s now. Matter of fact, no, that's Biggie. Whatever the case may be, that night when they snatched the mic, I was there that night. You know what I'm saying? It was a show that Sylvia Rome was having for Atlantic or whatever. And Q-Tip and them was there. And he snatched the mic from Tupac. Tupac snatched the mic from Q-Tip. Excuse me, I'm like real tired. But Biggie snatched the mic from, Tupac snatched the mic from the Q-Tip and he went on stage or whatever, and that's when Pac started freestyling and he gave Biggie the mic on some like trying to like put him on and let him shine type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Big used to be with Pac before he like came out and blew. You know what I mean? Pac had him under his wing showing him love. Shit like that. But that's the only time I seen them niggas.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a rundown, man, on your contact information so they can keep up with you and shit. I'm gonna upload this to the channel at the time. Karan Goodman in the building.
Yeah, hit me up at Karan Goodman. You know what I'm saying? At Karan Goodman, Instagram. Everything is Karan Goodman. At Karan Goodman, Twitter. At Karan Goodman, Instagram. Yo, another thing too, yo. Nigga Nas did me dirty, man.
Explain it.
Nas did me dirty, man. Somebody put me on or what he did and shit. You know what I mean?
What do you do?
I think Niggas was, yo, man, whatever the case may be, we was in the studio one night. And it's crazy because this was like 9/11. It was the night before, the towers got hit or whatever. We all in the studio at Right Track. I mean, but it's crazy because Nas called me earlier that day. He ain't never used to call me like that. He calls me out the blue earlier that day, like, yo, Q, what's up? Where you at? I'm like, yeah, I'm in Philly. Wow, what's up? He like, yo, I need you to come through the studio, man. I need to holler at you about something. I'm like, all right, I'll be up there in a couple hours. I goes back up NY. I meet him at Right Track. I walks in there, he in there with, his little peoples or whatever. So he like, yeah, come on, let's go in here and talk. So we went in the mic booth and Right Track. Like, it was a real huge mic booth. One of them type booths you could put a whole fucking drum set in there and a band and record them type shit. It was a grand piano in there, all that. Whatever the case may be, he like, yo, come in here so we could talk. We go in the mic booth. That's when he like, psh, damn, yo, you hear that shit on the radio? He got me checkmated. So I'm like, who? He like, Jay, nigga got me checkmated, man. I don't even know how to come back after this. Everybody fucking on his side, Flex on his side, Angie Martinez on his side. They keep playing that shit. Yo, I don't know what to do. What should I do? I'm like, yo, you gotta come back and diss that nigga hard, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Like, just telling him what to do.
Right.
So he like, all right. Whatever the case may be, somebody told me he recorded our conversation in the mic booth that night. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why he did that. Only thing I could think was he was trying to do some sabotage, slimy shit. I don't know why he did that though. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy though. The song he was working on that night was a song that he was dissing everybody on, dog. Like, everybody.
Speaking of recording, just the
Yo,
last.
the first, I don't mean to cut you off, but the first version of Ether that Nas did, the first version, that shit was like crazy. He was talking about, yo, he had a line talking about, yeah, I wish that was you that died in that plane crash instead of Aaliyah. Talking about Dame Dash. I'm like, yo, my man, like, yeah, he gotta take that line out. Yo, if you heard the original Ether version, dog, that shit was super, like, crazy. The shit he was saying in that joint was crazy.
Wow. Let me share something with the. Well, I'll let you share the story. How did you end up being the voice that was looped as the hook on Gangstar's classic song Mass Appeal?
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, the way Primo make his beats, that's like his style. He like cutting up people's voices on the hooks of his beats. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to all his tracks, I mean, he heard that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? Like, he did his thing with that. And just coincidentally was me. You know what I mean? But that shit crazy. Because the nigga Primo don't even fucking answer my fucking messages. None of that shit. He act like he complete.
So when did you hear the record for the first time? When did you hear Mass Appeal for the first time?
On TV, on like fucking MTV or some shit like that. I seen a video.
You like, yo, that's me.
Yeah, I'm in the crib and shit, and the video come on. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, he ain't even hit me up to see if we wanted to come do the video shoot or none of that, because we was working with him at that time. He did a track on the Aftermath album called Wake 'Em Up. You know what I'm saying? We was in the studio with the nigga working and all that shit. J. Rue the Damager, he was in there and shit with us. We was doing the songs and shit. And then that's when that come out. And he ain't even called me to see if I wanted to come through the video shoot or tell me like I'm on the hook, none of that shit, dog. Like, don't you know till this day this nigga act like he don't even know me? I never even sued him. Never. Like I could have sued all that shit, dog. He never. I don't think he cleared that shit.
Never know nothing from from Mass Appeal.
Nothing, dog. Not a penny. Never.
Not
Not
a
even a
hand.
shout out, dog. Not even a shout out.
I'm gonna make sure I make that the highlight of this, one of the highlights of this video, that he never acknowledged you after using your video to create a classic album. That's just ridiculous. We can't do each other. Brothers, black brothers, we can't do each other. Any brothers of any type. You can't handle people like that. That's terrible that he did you like that, especially being a lot older than the both of us and shit. That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yo, I be thinking somebody blackballed me, man. Because like niggas don't even be reach. Yo, I be reaching out to so many people and they just be completely egging me, and the shit be blowing my mind. Like, why the fuck don't nobody basically fuck with me like that? Like I always was good with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a likable type dude. I ain't no nigga that walk around acting like I'm hard and this. You know what I mean? Like I'm a likable dude. I like laughing, joking, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everybody I would deal with, you know what I mean, we had a nice, relationship. I don't understand that shit, dog.
I can't believe that, man. Every time I hear that song from here on out, I'm gonna remember how he treated you and shit. And I love that song. I love Gangstar and shit. That's crazy.
I
That's
just
crazy.
hit, I just hit Fat Joe up on his little live and shit a couple weeks ago.
Right.
He ain't even say nothing back. You know what I mean? He looking dead in the phone and the camera. I'm like, yo, it's Karan Cue Ball, Joey, what up? The youngsters. This nigga is just looking at the phone and say shit back. I know he seen it though, you know what I mean?
That's why we gotta establish our own situations and be in total control of it, man. I work extra hard, man, to make my shit be able to function on its own, because niggas be acting funny and shit, my nigga. I be faced with some of the same prejudices. I be trying to network, reach people for different reasons and shit. It's always something constructive. It's either media or money. It's one of the two. And yeah, it's mind boggling. I don't know what them niggas be trying to prove by doing that and shit. I talk to all my in the comments and shit. People come to my platform. Everybody, they DM me. I talk to people. I interact with people. It's a social media network. We supposed to interact with each other. I think that's some real sucker shit.
Yeah, man, that's some super sucker shit. Like, everybody I reach out to act like they don't know me, dog. Like, that shit blows my mind. Like, people that I literally used to, like, be with like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, then I be going on these little Instagram pages and I see they be following other motherfuckers that they don't even bang with like that or know, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, what the fuck is up? Like, is somebody spreading a rumor on me or some shit? Like, I never was the. It's nothing nobody can say about me. They can't say I was a nigga that burnt my artist and I was slimy. Yo, I never had an artist that came out. And the artist that I did have signed to me, I just told you all the shit I did for him. That one artist. Other than that, I was a fucking group rapper the whole fucking time. Nigga, I was waiting for niggas to pay me. You know what I'm saying? Same thing when I was producing. Niggas was paying me. I wasn't paying nobody else. So a nigga can't even say, yo, that nigga stole my money, this and that, or nothing. Like, so why is niggas acting like that?
You still open to work with artists right now? You still looking to fuck with people who doing music right now? Because you can say it on this platform. I'm about to upload this shit, and they'll be able to get in contact with you. Leave them your email address. You know what I'm saying? You can find a whole new body of people, a whole new demographic. My shit banging all over the United States plus abroad. You'll find somebody to work with. Go ahead, leave your information, my nigga. Leave that email address, and we're going to get you somebody to work with. And I'm going to work with you because I fuck with you. And we're going to be all right, I promise you.
That's
But yeah,
what's
go
up,
ahead,
dog.
leave your
Yo,
email
only
address.
niggas I fuck with like that on this shit is you. And I fuck with the Force DVD, Doggy Diamonds, and Unwrecked. Other than that, I don't, y'all the furlest niggas on this hip hop
Shout out to
internet shit or whatever.
shout
But
out
yeah,
to
my
the Forest.
email is q.goodman@gmail.com. q.goodman@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Instagram is at QURAN Goodman. Like Goodman. GOODMAN. Same thing with Twitter. I don't have no Facebook. I mean, holla at me, man. I want to talk about a lot of other shit, dog. Like, I want to clear
I'm
the
gonna bring you
air,
back.
man. 'Cause
I'm gonna bring you back again. We can do this once a month, man. Same thing I told my last guy, man. This is a viral online show, Gully TV Live. And I appreciate you again, my nigga. Straight up.
same here, dog. I mean, I appreciate the love.
Go ahead
Make
and
sure everybody, make sure y'all hit me up. You know what I'm saying, to get that Glorious album and the Evils book. You know what I'm saying? Shit, all that shit gonna be online in the next like week. You know what I'm saying? But for right now, I got it. So, everybody hit me up, man. Like, I ain't the type of nigga to be all talking all the crazy, yeah, my shit hot, this and that. It's gonna blow. That's corny to me. Like, niggas going here, I'm gonna let them say whatever it is. You know
we
what
gonna
I mean?
see
So,
what the streets got to say about it, man. I appreciate you again. I gotta get up out of here, and I'm gonna
alright,
bring you
good
back.
looking, man.
Yeah. Appreciate you. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Subscribe to the channel, The Real Gully TV on YouTube. Hit the button so y'all get the proper notifications. Follow me on Twitter at Gully TV1. See if y'all got any great interview. No doubt. I appreciate